students, this is the first day of science subject. Today we are going to study the lesson first from your textbook, living world and classification of the microbes. Here, what do you mean by living world? Living world is nothing but a world where the living things are living. And classification means there are various animals and plants present on the earth. We have to put them according to their characters into the groups, or you can say the subgroups. Microbes are nothing but a minute organisms which cannot be seen with our naked eyes. The next point that we are going to study, that is nothing but a biodiversity and need of an classification. Whenever we are studying this, we should know what is meant by living organisms. Living organisms are the organisms which are present on the earth and they have adapted according to their geographic regions. Geographic regions are the regions where they are living. Food ingestion. Food ingestion means the food whatever they are taking. Defense means they are defending for themselves or protecting themselves from the other animals. While adapting, many differences are observed in organisms of the same species. Whenever you see a particular animal is adapting itself means living itself or adjusting itself with the surrounding, then it is observed that particular animal is adapting itself into the environment. According to the census 2011, 87 million species of living organisms were found on the earth, including land and sea. Whenever you see the census of 2011, many animals and many plants, or you can say the living organisms, were found on the earth, including the land or in the sea. Due to this study, to study them, we have to divide them into groups or subgroups. Now, whenever we want to study them, actually we can't study all the animals. So, to study the animals, we have to put them into the groups, or you can say the subgroups. So, groups or subgroups were created considering the similarities and differences among them. While organisms, this process dividing themselves is called as a classification. Whenever you consider the particular animals or plants, you have to divide them into groups or subgroups which are having, or by considering its characters, similar characteristics and difference between them, and this process is called as a classification. Whenever you consider the Carl Linnaeus in 1735, he divided living world into two kingdoms, that is called as a Vegetabilia and Animalia. Haeckel was one of the another scientist who in 1866 considered three kingdoms. That kingdoms were Protista, plants and animals. In 1925, Cheton created two groups that were nothing but the prokaryotes or eukaryotes. In 1938, Copeland divided living organisms into four kingdoms that are nothing but a Monera, Protista, plants and animals. These were the scientists who, according to their view, divided the particular organisms, or you can say classified the organisms into different ways. But there was one scientist whose name was Robert Harding Whittaker. He classified the living organisms into 5 kingdoms. Robert Harding Whittaker, 1920 to 1980, was an American ecologist. He was one of the American ecologists. In 1969, he divided living organisms into 5 groups. See that this is the chart by how he divided them into the 5 kingdoms. First one, living organisms were divided into prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes are the animals who are not having in their cells, and eukaryotes are the organisms who are having distinct nucleus in their cells. The prokaryotes were further divided into unicellular. Unicellular means organisms who are having a single cell. They were divided into kingdom, or they were included into the kingdom which is called as a monera. The eukaryotes were further divided into unicellular and multicellular. Multicellular are the organisms who are having many cells in them. The unicellular were divided into kingdom which is called as a protista, and the multicellular were further divided into fungi, plants and animals. Fungi have the cell wall, but they do not do the photosynthesis. Plants can do the photosynthesis. Animals, the cell wall is absent here. Whenever you consider this all classification of the organisms, for this classification we consider the following criteria. Complexity of the cell structure, that means how is the structure of the cell. Here first one is nothing but a prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Prokaryotic means the organisms who do not have distinct nucleus in their cell, and eukaryotics means the organisms who are having distinct nucleus in their cell. Complexity of the organisms, that includes the unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular is the organism which has a single cell in their body, and multicellular are the organisms which are having many cells in their body. The next criteria he considered was of mode of nutrition. Mode of nutrition means the way through which we take the nutrients. First one is plants. Plants is nothing but they are autotrophic. They are autotrophic because they do their mode of nutrition through the photosynthesis process. Photosynthesis process is a process through which the plants prepare their food by taking water from the soil and carbon dioxide from their surrounding, and in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll they prepare their food. Next comes the fungi. Fungi are nothing but the saprophytic because they absorb their food from the dead organism. Animals, they are nothing but a heterotrophic and ingestive. Heterotrophic means they depend on others for their food, and ingestive means sometimes they swallow their food. Lifestyle, whenever he considered the criteria lifestyle, he said that plants are nothing but the producers. That means they produce the food. Animals are the organisms which consume the food. Fungi are the organisms which decompose the food. Next criteria he considered was of phylogenetic relationship. In that he considered that the prokaryotics were converted into eukaryotics. That means here the unicellular animals were converted into multicellular. First we know that the animal or the organism whichever was found out on the earth was a unicellular animal, and after that many things underwent his body and it was converted to a multicellular organism.